I presented all this, we have the so-called Mayan calendar. Why is it so important? Here we have a calendar, and here we have a sign of continuous rotation, a cycle. The Mayans believe that our solar system, and they were right, went around a center every 25,625 years. And they divided the calendar in 5,125. 5 parts of that calendar made a full cycle. Here we have 4 calendars. Inside we have times of 520 or 5,100 or 5,200, and outside we have 5,200, 5,100, which means that we are very near to the calendar. 2012 is going to be the end of the calendar. Many people consider that the end of that calendar means the destruction of Earth. I believe it's a change. I don't think it's going to be a destruction of Earth or human beings. I think something important is going to happen. Very recently, it has been found that at the Quilcaya mountains in Peru, the glaciers are melting. And under the glaciers, they have been finding little green plants that have been frozen for 5,000 years. What this means is that probably 5,000 years ago, we had a subit climate change, spontaneous climate change, suddenly. And we kept the same kind of climate for 5,000 years, okay? Probably the Mayans knew that the sun has a long cycle of 5,200, or to be exact, 5,125 years. And every time this happens, the sun just changes the cycle. Exactly like the solar maximum every 11 years. We have explosions from the sun really gets hot every 11 years. And we have been seeing since 1850 to now that the sun is hotter and hotter and hotter. Besides the gases, besides the global climate change, we have the sun. And for that reason, we think that 2012 could be the beginning of the rising of the seas. Are these creatures trying to tell us, look, be aware of the Mayans? Is that why they are now appearing in Yucatan? Are they trying to connect this knowledge to us? This symbol was used in many cultures after the Mayas, the Mexicas, the Toltecs, and many others. The Totonacas and others used that symbol that was used to express Quetzalcoatl or Kukulkan. Is this Mayan calendar so important? I believe it is. Just very recently, in the news we heard the scientists accepting that by the year 2012, we will see the rising of the sea level. We received from some friends in NASA some maps presenting this possibility by the year 2012. These are the maps, as you see. Some areas are under the sea, but not completely. The lowland in many areas of the United States, Mexico, Yucatan, Alaska, Canada, and also in Africa, Europe. Europe almost completely disappears under this possibility. It doesn't mean that the sea is going to cover the whole thing, just the lowland. This has happened many times in history. Are they trying to tell us that? I don't know. But it's a real possibility. This is the Antarctic, what is left.